Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Top 5 Camps. I'm TNG. Hope you're all having a decent weekend. Right, so before we get into it, if you didn't see the video yesterday, which was Friday, if you don't know your days of the week, the top 5 going forward is going to be split into 2 categories. Alright, so today, Saturday, will always be the professional top 5 submissions. Now, tomorrow, if you stay tuned, you will see all of the beginner top 5 camp submissions. 2 tiers, more builds entering, more chance people are going to get placed. Like I said, I did do a more in-depth, detailed video on it yesterday. Make sure you go and have a look at that if you've still got questions. But yes, enough chatting on. We're just going to show all the builds in no particular order, and then at the end, we're going to find out who's coming what position. Let's get cracking. Okay then, let's go, and let me tell you, the builds this week are pretty damn good. They're proper Bobby Dazzlers, let me tell you. But yeah, the first camp here is the Secret Garden build by Lady H. And I can't really say much about this other than, my god, it's beautiful. This is a really, really pretty camp, and I hate using that word. I really do, but it's the best way to describe it. Look at it. What a gorgeous creation Lady H has put together here. It's stunning. It is really, really beautiful, and what I like the most about it, actually, is how natural the garden looks, to be fair. It doesn't look made, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It looks like... I don't know, I can't explain it, but you know what I'm trying to say, don't you? Like, you look at some gardens built in 76, and you can tell that it's items that have been put down. This looks rather terrainy. I know I'm explaining it and wording it terribly, but I know what I'm on about. It's really, really well executed. Yeah, and the level of detail in it as well. Fucking hell, Lady H. This is gorgeous, man. This is gorgeous. Simply lovely. And I do believe, actually, right, that is a prefab, a new one in the middle there, or one that I've not seen, at least. And I gotta say, as far as prefabs go, that actually looks really smart, and it fits in really well here. You know what? Fair play. I'll hold my hands up. That is a prefab that I actually do like. And what else I like about it as well is how Lady H has decorated it. Perfect. Yeah, easily one of my favourite builds this week. Just how natural you've got it looking. That's the word I was looking for before. And just the sheer amount of time you've put into this. And yeah, it's gorgeous, Lady H. That's the best way I can think of describing it. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on whatever position you find yourself in. Okay then, so for camp number 2, we have the Sky Ranch House. What the fuck's it? The Skybound Ranch House by Cowin Baby. Yeah, this is up on steroids. Wow, what an unusual bloody design idea, Cowin Baby. I'm not mad though. I think it's great. Not gonna lie to you. So, yeah, where do we actually start with this? Evidently, it's a ranch house. It's been ripped out of the ground, foundations included, by some of these mad-looking droney boy 12,000s here. I'm not really familiar with ranch houses, so I can't really say if it looks like one or not, but it's a nice-looking build, and what I do appreciate is how Cowin Baby's put broken concrete walls against the foundations. That's a nice little touch. It gives it that ripped out vibe more. I'm chatting some serious shit this week, but I know exactly what I'm trying to say. It's just a shame you what don't know, innit? But on a serious note, Jesus, my head is up my arsehole this weekend. It's a cool looking build, Cowin Baby. It's novel. It stands out. It's different, and that's what I like about it, and the little bits of detail that you've added to it as well. Yeah, that gives it extra marks in my book. Now, if we take a look inside of it, very, very, very well decorated. I do love the interior of this gaff. Proper old school kind of vibes I'm getting from this. I must say, though, that kitchen is a very, very violent shade of green. There is a lot going on with the coloration in that place. Not gonna lie, I actually like how offensively bright it is. But yeah, overall, Cowin Baby, interior-wise, top-notch. Loved it. The floating house idea, again, absolutely knocked it out of the park with that one. I'm not a massive fan of the actual structure appearance itself, if that makes any sense. I don't know why. It's not bad. I'm just saying it's not my cup of tea, really. But the overall build itself, I can really appreciate it, and I think you've done a fantastic job. Cowin Baby, thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on whatever position you find yourself in. Top work. So for camp number 3, we have the Rad Mill by Buddha 2 Dope. Do I need to say anything? Really? This thing is sick. No one can convince me otherwise. And if you don't agree, what the hell is wrong with you? Insane looking build right off the bat. I'm actually just trying to unpack this as we speak. Yeah, right. So, believe it or not, it's actually really difficult to build windmills in the game. I've tried it, and I've only ever seen a couple of decent ones. Buddha seems to have smashed this, though, quite easily and quite cleverly. For example, I like how you've used the Nuka-Cola speakers as part of the windmill blade. Silver Bunny loves them. If you ever see her in game, go to a camp and just build a load of them. Massive fan of them speakers. But yeah, that's a very clever use of them. Not sure what you've used going across. I can't make that out. But whatever you've used, it looks great. Like I said, I've tried doing one of these, and the hardest thing I found was trying to get convincing looking blades. Buddy's killed it. Looks fantastic. Now for the rest of the structure, there is a lot going on here. We've got a nice shape to the build itself. A little bit of trickery gone into that. I love all the generators at the top acting like gearing for the windmill blades. We've got floating catwalks and shit. There is a lot to unpack on this. My best advice would be go over and watch the full video. I'll leave a link down in the description to it, as well as all the other builders as well, of course. This is obviously a highly technical build, one that's had loads of hours put into it, and I think it looks bloody sick. This one of my favourites of the week, easily, and I think Buddha has not only knocked it out the park, he's knocked it further out the park with a bigger bat. But yeah, absolutely killed it, Buddha. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on whatever position you find yourself in. Amazing build. Really well done. So, for camp number 4, another really, really interesting and random one, we have Widow Bites with the Eye of Tristram castle build. Yeah, I like this one. It's our second floating camp of the week. A bit weird and wonderful because it literally has no reason to exist, but that's what I like about it. It's mad. It's strange, much like myself. So this kind of stuff appeals to me. No idea why I just broke trying to say appeals. It's one of them weeks, I guess. Yeah, so the castle structure itself. Widowbite, I think you've done a decent job with it. I like how you've done a little bit of blueprint work to get the rounded towers rather than just throwing up some square monstrosities. Just shows that you've put a little bit more love and a little bit more time into it. And let's face it, the round towers look better, don't they? Aye, of course they do. Yeah, exterior-wise and structure-wise, Widowbite, I love this thing. I like how you've made it look like it's falling down as well. Again, not too sure why it's floating. Please let me know down in the comments. Is it just because you can? I mean, why not? Why the hell not? If you can do it, send it, in my opinion. Now, onto your interior spaces. Again, very well done. I like the library. Random octopus aside. Why, bro? Why? Again, I'm not complaining. It's weird and wonderful, and I like that kind of stuff. It's just there, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the interior, it's kind of castle-y. Not overly done as well, and it's got that ramshackled falling down look, which the exterior has. Yeah, no complaints from me. I think it's a really cool design, very unique, much like Cowing Babies. Yeah, very, very good job on this. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on whatever position you find yourself in. Great build. So for camp number 5, we have the Moonshiner's Treehouse, is it called? Let me double check. The Moonshiner's Hut by Alex P. Just before we go any further, to all the new people watching, it is a top 5, but we do have 2 honourable mentions as well. So yeah, there is going to be another 2 camps after this, so don't click off just yet. But yeah, this one is by Alex P, and what a switch up of styles. Now, regular viewers of the channel will know Alex P is a master of modern builds and, you know, clean looking stuff. This build is neither of them. It is on the total opposite end of the spectrum for Alex, and I'm here for it. This looks great. This looks fantastic. It fits in with the tree really, really well. The overall structure is very scrappy and law-friendly. It fits in with the environment perfectly. No complaints from me. Alex, you need to do more of this shit, mate. You need to do more of this. This is great. This is awesome, you know. I still don't know how people manage to get them to sit in the trees so well. It's not easy to do, and it's something I've always struggled with personally. But then again, I am a shit builder. But yeah, this looks cool. This is a real well put together treehouse. It looks like an in-game location. Now, if we hook our peepers onto the inside of this, it's a bit of a switch up, actually. It is quite scrappy in some areas, which matches in with the overall theme of the build, but there's some areas that are quite clean. Looks a lot more well kept than the rest of it. And I like that. It fits in some weird kind of way. Yeah, overall, Alex, top quality build. It's just a solid build. And again, I love how you've managed to get into the tree so nicely. I know you stepped outside of modern builds as well. Thank you very much for entering this week, my friend. Congratulations on whatever position you find yourself in. Refreshing, this one. Really refreshing. Really refreshing. Gee, I sound like an absolute imbecile sometimes. Fucking pronounce words proper. Oh, we're getting close to the end right now. Yes, this is camp number 6 by MLB Fan. And this is the Spiral Valley Hide? Skyline Spiral, Valley Spiral Hide, Valley Hide Spiral, whatever the friggin' yeah. It's a spiral treehouse hide. Okay. This thing looks technical as shit. I mean, look at all the curvature in those walkways, for example. That's really nice. That would have taken a bit of work, that. We all know, don't we? Trying to build something that's not perfectly straight in this game, it can be a bit of a kick in the penis, especially floating walkways. So yeah, credit to you for that one, MLB Fan. I'm also going to give you massive props for incorporating that pre-existing treehouse hide thing into your build. That's a nice touch. Never seen anybody build off that yet. Most people just incorporate shit into it. So kudos to you. That is nice. That is really clever, and I can appreciate that shit. This is cool. This is really cool. And there's a lot that's gone into it. You know, like, other than just the walkways. I think I can see kind of a half UFO roof bending round a tree there. And again, much like Alex's, very impressive how you've managed to fit your stuff around the trees so closely. Yeah, it's a right proper build, this. I do like it. I do like it indeed. Let's have a look on the inside. I mean, I'm not being able to see much of it in this video, but the bits that I can see are relatively well done. But again, for me, guys, it's the outside of this thing that stands out. It's the walkways, to put it bluntly. Yeah, awesome treehouse, very well put together. Thank you very much for entering this week, MLB Fan. Great work. Okay, so on to our 7th and final build. This absolute spectacle by Moonlight Cowboy. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how this is done, so let's just have a quick read of the description. This includes 118 lightning harvesters, which are floating off 118 Federalist tables from the underground. From the underground? The underworld. Yeah. Apparently this is made out of lightning harvesters. I mean, wow. Wow. How do you even think of doing something like this? And look how neat it is as well. That's what always blows my mind with shit like this. How neat stuff can actually be. It must have taken an eon. It must have literally taken an ice age to get this done. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So all I can do is blow smoke up Moon's arse about it. Otherwise it'd be pretty boring. I'd just be sitting here going, ooh. Oh, and let's face it, not only does it sound boring, it also sounds weird and slightly erotic. Yeah, we don't want YouTube to demonetize us. The 32 pence that I get off ad revenue really does go a long way. But yeah, Moon, people at home watching, you all know I have no idea how the hell this has been done. So all I can do is appreciate it. And I think we can all tell just how much work has gone into this and how incredible it looks. It is fantastic, Moon. One of my favourite builds from you. And of course, to top it off, guys, it does have an interior as well. I gotta say, I love that glass dome. How you've got the glass dome at the top there. Amazing work, Moon. Dread to think how many hours you've got in this. Definitely eye-catching. Most definitely stands out. I love this thing. Thank you very much for entering this week, my friend. Congratulations on whatever position you find yourself in. And speaking of positions, let's actually get into that right about now. Okay then, so in the number 1 spot for me, rather unsurprisingly, Moonlight Cowboy. Yeah, that thing is next level. Super build. Super build. In the number 2 spot, I'm going to go for, and this is a tight one between two builders, Lady H and Buddha 2 Dope. I'm going to go for Buddha in the number 2 spot just because of how technical that thing was. And Lady H is going to be in the number 3 spot. Now, I admit Lady H's was beautiful, stunning, but yeah, Buddha's just clinched it for me. I did like it. Now, in the number 4 spot, this one is hard for me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bear in mind, these are all 10 out of 10s as well, so please let me know where you'd place them in the comments down below. Ah, Christ on a bike. I'm going to go for... Oh, fuck's sake, give me a minute. Right, okay, this may raise a few eyebrows, but I'm sending it. In the number 4 spot, I'm going to go for MLB Fan with the Spiral Treehouse build. Very technical, that, and I think it looked great. In the number 5 spot, oh, for frig's sake. See, this is the problem though. We've got 2 floating builds and we've had 2 treehouse builds, and they're all insane, but... Oh, right, okay, let's just run through it. Cowan Babies, the floating ranch, Widow Bites, the floating castle, and Alex P, that incredible looking treehouse. Right, sod it, and this is just personal preference, alright, like I said, you let me know down in the comments. All of these could have been in whatever position, really. I'm going to go for Widow Bite in the 5 spot because it's a floating castle. What's not to love about that? Plus, I really like how it's been done. It's not as easy as you may think either, especially floating. That leaves to 2 honourable mentions as Karen Baby and Alex P. I never thought I would say that. 2 of the best builders in the competition. It's just the level that we're at now. And yeah, I know that a lot of you will disagree with me on them choices. I'm open to that. Please let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. But yeah, an absolutely unreal top 5 pro league for the first ever one. Really, really difficult competition. Really, really difficult. But you all did fantastic. Thank you to everybody who entered. Like I say, guys, tomorrow we have the Beginners League, so make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I did not enjoy judging them. You can see the pain that I go through doing this sometimes. But yeah, as we say in the North, I will love you and leave you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, everybody. Much love.